Welcome back to Matt Explores and welcome back to another video. Today I'm exploring the Severn Bridge tunnel. We'll have a little look at the Severn Bridge station. Also I'm with my colleague from work. So hello Dave.
Hello then.
Welcome back. Welcome to my channel. And welcome back to Matt Explores.
Thank you very much.
We're going to explore Severn Bridge tunnel. His first time in the tunnel, so looking forward to it.
Oh yes, very much so.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to his reaction when we get into the tunnel. So, right, the route ahead, as I say, is up that way. I'll see you again on the truck bed. Right, moved on from the banks of the River Severn, and we've come up to Severn Bridge station. And all that remains of Severn Bridge station is the downward slope on the north side. And where Dave stood, it's the sloping side on the south side. There was a signal box, I think, that was out that side. Double usage track either side, and then I think double usage track on the bridge. That side is not there anymore. So this is all that remains of the Severn Bridge station. I would love to see and try and get to the other side of the station, but unfortunately it is running through that lot. Don't think so. So the route ahead is back towards the tunnel. I'll see you again on tunnel approach. Right, a little bit of history before we get going in the tunnel. The tunnel started in 1875, completed in 1878. As we approach the tunnel, it's Dave's first time to the tunnel. Looking forward to it. It's not mentioned, it's not a saying.
I'm gobsmacked. Gobsmacked.
Right, the beast that is Severn Bridge tunnel is there. Right, I'll get the lights out, we'll get prepared. I'll see you in there. Right, at the eastern portal of that Severn Bridge tunnel, 506 yards long, as I say, built between 1875 and 1878. I've got the light in there. Me and Dave are going to go and explore that, shall we?
Let's go.
I think we should. Just where the light is now, that's our first recess. As you can see, there's a couple of butts in there. Now recesses were used for highway workers. As the train would come up the line from that way, it gives time for the workers to get into there, allow the train to pass out that way, and then the workers will step out and do what they need to do in the tunnel. So the route ahead is dark, it's echoey. I think we should. come to our second recess on the left hand side, and that's our first fish plate. Now that was used to tie two rails together. When this line was built, it was not straightforward warded rail, it had to be fish plated. So that's what that is. Brilliant, what a find. And again, that's the recess. Probably about 10 metres or so from the first one, up that way. And there's another one, it's probably 2 metres down that side. And then obviously, no, I think the other one is down there. Okay, right, moving on. I'll see you again a little bit further down the tunnel. I first come across a recess on the left hand side of the tunnel. There's a piece of wood on the floor with some bumps in it. Also, Dave just pointed out there's a hook in the recess, just there. So why would there be a hook there? Comment below if you know. You're absolutely sodden wet. Water. Wow. Again, there's a step that runs that way and along the tunnel that way. Right, come to another recess, and obviously this is sporing. There's the brickworks coming away from the outer wall. But I've also noticed it's just up there. That there is a piece of wood behind the brickwork in front of the wall. What was that used for? I'll see if I get the camera a bit further in. Goes in a long way that way, and again long way that way. So I wonder what that was for. Amazing. As you can see, there's plenty of room for the trains. A bit light. Plenty of room for the trains to pass me because I'm stood in this recess. Must have been quite scary because the age when this tunnel was built and it was used for steam. Okay, it's plenty of ventilation, but voila, yeah. Right, the route ahead. It's dark, and we're going that way. It says exploring's boring. Look what we've just found. Those are boats. Now boats, they were used to hold the chairs down that hold the rail and the sleepers. Wow. Again, in another recess, and above it is that. Again, in another recess. Fantastic. I love finding these things. And we're about
not quite halfway.
Not quite halfway. What I find. Brilliant. Ah, fantastic. We'll keep still walking our way through the tunnel. What I'd also like to do is just light up the ceiling. So what we're looking at here is line metal with bolts, and then behind it is woodwork. So what we'll be discussing off camera is there might have been a massive hole in the roof line, and also some bolts again either side of it. So I think that's what that is. I think there was repair work for a hole, and also below it bits of a lot more dirt and bits of brick, bits of wood and whatnot on the floor. And there's one bit further down the tunnel on the roof out that way. Another little strange little artefact we found close to the western portal is that. And we think that the metal spike went in there and again there, but why? Comment below. Right, we're almost at the western portal of this epic tunnel. A little bit further down the tunnel, and then we've got the hole in the roof. Again, the same on the wall, just up there. It's lined with metal and bolted and woodwork above it, or behind it. It's covering, I think, another hole. Some more repair work. Or here's a theory, here's a question for you, YouTube. Was this shafted? Well, I'm not sure. Or was this a hole so they could drop work kit in and take spoil out? That's another option. I'll have to put the camera out so it's getting wet. Wow. Wow. Absolutely awesome is that tunnel. Right, the plan is we're going to go down that way and explore the line as far as we can that way before returning and exploring that more. But also like to show you guys, if I can get to it, is the headstone. AD 1878 is when this tunnel was completed, and it was obviously, we know it was started in 1875 and completed in 1878. So the route ahead is that way. Just left the tunnel behind us, and we're walking along the track bed. I think we've just found something. We think Dave's pointed out that we've got some bricks in situ. Okay, and it makes it more evident on this side here. Now, were these bricks put here for a reason, to make the truck bed harder, or do we think that we might have been a building on the left hand side of the truck bed? So not sure actually. We're starting to cut it, we're not far away from the tunnel, and yet we're far enough away from the embankment that way. Not sure, but comment below if you think that what that was. Right, a bit of history on the line as we're approaching my third best railway embankment I've walked. This line opened in 1878 after the construction of the Severn Bridge tunnel, and then formed a connection between Sharpness on the eastern side of the River Severn to the western side at Pilton, just where we are. Now, in 1960, the line was suffered by two barges running downstream and colliding with the Severn Bridge. After that, the line was suffered, it was cut, and the bridge was destroyed, cut up. Where was the metal, what country was the metal sold to? Now, listeners of BBC Radio Gloucestershire will know this. The answer is Chile, apparently. And the metal was sold to Chile, and the connection between Saltness in that direction up there and Lincoln Junction down that way was cut after 1960, although this line was active in 1964, where two steam tours went up this line through the tunnel and then up to Severn Bridge Station, and between 1978 to 1979 the truck was lifted, and it's left us with that. That, my friends, is possibly the third most gorgeous railway embankment I've walked. Isn't that just gorgeous? Just walking down the line, and now we've just come down off the alignment of the track bed, which is up that way just there where Dave is, to a bridge, our second bridge along the line. And what we're going to try to do is get underneath it, and I'll show you guys underneath this bridge. So I'll try and get down that way, walk on there, and I'll get underneath the bridge and I'll show you guys the bridge. Oh, I've made it down from the rowing embankment, and I've just come down from where I was just there, just to show you this bridge. Absolutely stunning bridge this, made out of local forested Eden stone, all masonry. Let's just take you guys into the, just underneath the bridge. Wow. Again, as I say, all masonry. And I said before, the line, the alignment is above us. I'll just sort of come down and have a look underneath this. Right, I'll see you guys again on the embankment. So, we've come as far as we can on this alignment here. Where that tree is there, the line curves round and heads down to Linley Junction on the Severn and Y line. And Linley Junction, as we know, is the end of the Forest Dean Forest Railway. The line goes from Linley Junction to Park End. And also this line did the same thing, but after 1964 the line was suffered. It was brought up, cut up. Right, we're going back that way, and I'll show you guys a little bit more that we might have missed on our way back up to the tunnel. On top of our third bridge along the line, I think it's the last bridge on this line. Obviously it ran to Lincoln Junction, as we said, that way. It's the first bridge in this direction. We've gone underneath 2 bridges. Somehow I don't think I'm going to get underneath this one where I'm standing now, but what I'd like to go and try and show you guys, if I can find it, is a culvert, which I think is somewhere right that way, and I'll try and show you both ends of it. So, shall we? I think we should. Right, I found the stream, and where we're going is just down there. Okay, I'll go down the bank and I'll show you the culvert. Where they've stood now is the other side of the culvert that runs underneath the railway. So, we're going down there. I'll see you at the culvert. Right, I've made it down the bank from up there to show you this, show you that. Okay, that's one awesome, gorgeous culvert. Unfortunately, I haven't got my wellies, haven't got my waders, so we can't walk through it. But what I can do, I've got a torch. I'll just light it up for you, and hopefully it'll work for the camera. And there you go, there's a culvert that runs underneath the railway. Just there. I'll get to the other end of that and show you guys the other end. Again, all masonry lined, all masonry lined with forest stone. I'll show you guys the other side. I've made it on the other side of the bank, other side of the embankment, and so the other side of the culvert. It's this way. Just about can see the other side. Okay, that's the other side of the culvert. Amazing, and yet it's still very, very deep in there. That's proper wader job. Or if you had a little boat with you, you could possibly go through that and explore it. As I say, I haven't got my wellies or power waders to get in there and have a walk through it. This is the best I can do. That's the culvert that runs underneath the Severn Wide Line, and the road we're exploring today. So there's a culvert. That is awesome. 506 yards long, as I say, built between 1875 and 1878. Severn Bridge Tunnel, you gorgeous, gorgeous thing. From exploring Severn Bridge Station to the mighty explore of Severn Bridge Tunnel and the walk down the line, I thought I'll leave you on the embankment of the River Severn. A massive thank you to Dave for coming with me. He's just at the car. Right, I'll see you again in another video.